breakdown of the army and police resulted in control of cities and it spread across the country. These are some of the scenes of attack of people basically with the bare hand getting attacked by army, but still resisting and getting the bases and then grab the weapons and come up. So, new regime, after a few weeks, were able to control. They get gone from hands of people. At that time, many people, many opposition groups or leftist groups, they sent some of the weapons to Kurdistan, which was center of resistance later on. New regime announced a referendum, yes or no to Republic Islamic, with no program, nothing. So they just want to establish themselves. And majority of left groups, except for that Tudeh party, which they were part of the government basically, they say they abandoned that referendum. Regime announced the end of the workers' strike and returned to work to build the country, which we can see billions of dollars, each one of them, they have money in their pocket. They build their country. After this establishment and the rise of Islamic movement started, enforcement of hijab and Islamic laws on women, that was the first thing happened. And this is very symbolic. So many Iranians, when they talk about hijab, they don't consider that as a dress. It's not a dress, it's a slogan, it's a flag. Anywhere Islamic movement wants to gain power, look at around the world, first they smash women. In Lebanon, I remember I had a classmate, the Hezbollah, before they get power, it was Amal. They were paying $20 per month to a family who wear hijab. Free money came from Iran at that time. It was during the civil war in Lebanon. In Iran, the first attack was against women. Just a few weeks after revolution, March 8th, revolution was, the uprising was February 11th. March 8th was women who came, you can see the picture. They came, 20,000 of them in the street, and on the next thing we will show the film of that. Fortunately, we have the film. And they would demand that we are not going to accept this. Some of those reformist mullahs, that's why we don't believe that there is a reformist mullahs. All of them are reactionary. That guy in that newspaper, he says, there is no forced veil for women. But that's okay, it's a dress. Why you don't wear it? It's not a big deal. That was his speech at that time. But that newspaper at that time was in the hands of pro-Tudeh people, and you see that they basically the slogan, it said, there is no forced hijab. But on the little stuff, if you read it, it says, oh, this is not a big deal, it's a dress code, just wear it, rather than insulting people culture. That's what that reformist mullah was, Talabani, his name, was saying. The same time, in March, they attacked Kurdistan. They attacked Sanandaj, which was resisted by forces there, and at that time, all cities were in the hands of people. Especially that was the rise of the very big, important left group named Komale, which happened during that march. At that time also, we have arrival of Soviet Union forces to Afghanistan, which also established the Mujahideen, which was the backbone of Taliban later on. They called it Mujahideen Afghan, which they were fighting against Soviet Union. That happened at the same time. And at the same time, we have the rise of Islamic group in all over world, in Middle East, like Iraq, Pakistan, Egypt, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine. That was the decline of PLO, or Palestinian Liberation Organization, because from that time, they boost this religious organization to come up and weaken the PLO. Attack on Kurdistan province in March 1979 was one of the big events. I put some of the pictures here. That picture of execution is the execution of, the reason I put it, because at least 3 students I know, 2 of them from Polytechnic University, that as you can see, the white happened at that time. One of them was hostage taking by a group of Islamic students, pro-Khomeini, and that was caused the change of Mehdi Bazargan government and change to another religious one. And the second one was the start of Iran-Iraq war. And both of them, as Khomeini said, it was fruitful for us, both war and hostage. Because by hostage, they were able to write the rhetoric of anti-imperialism, the same thing that you hear from so-called left here, that they forget about the people and their demands, and they fight with some imaginary force called imperialism, and they basically ignore. So at that time, they were able to get about 90% or 80% of the major group of left under their banner, because Fadayan was a very major group of left at that time. Majority of them, they joined the government supporting them in that fight against imperialism. The other one was Iran-Iraq war, which many of these groups, they follow the slogan of defending our country, and they lead people to another massacre, which lasts 8 years, and millions of people were killed and massacred because of, as Khomeini said, war was fruitful for our nation. And it helped them quite a bit, because with that war they were able to smash, oppress people. Anybody was a traitor or anybody talking against them was traitor or collaborator with the Iraqi government. Islamic Cultural Revolution. After this event and breakdown of this left group, which weakened the opposition, they start attacking university. University was 90%, according to the vote that it was happening at that year, was in control of the leftist students. So they decided, okay, let's close it and smash everybody. So they attack. And what happened is, after resistance of the students, at the night again that Fadayan at that time, which they were close to the government, they abandoned the resistance, and then the student gave up. According to the name of people released, 37 names is released that they were killed in that attack. And you see those Hezbollah, we call it Hezbollah, because they named it, says Hez is only Hezbollah. And they attack with knives, swords, and killing basically students. That's the University of Tehran before attack, or during the attack. And these are those villages that they were attacking with the stone and with everything. And they were supported by the Revolutionary Guard.